In this video, I'm going to show you 2 easy ways to draw sheer ties in Procreate and how to add patterns like polka dots and butterflies in just a few minutes. Let's start by drawing the outline. Create a new layer above your fashion figure layer. If you want to use the same fashion figure I'm using here, you can grab it from the link in the description. Now I'm going to choose black and select the studio pen under inking. I'm using about 1% brush size to keep the line nice and clean. To save time, I'm going to turn on the symmetry tool so we only have to draw one side. Go to Canvas, turn on Drawing Guide, and tap Edit Drawing Guide. Then select Symmetry. Now this layer is drawing is turned on, which means anything I draw on one side will automatically show up on the other side too. I'm going to hide the guide for now so we can see the drawing more clearly. So I'll go back to Canvas and turn the drawing guide off. Then I'll hide the dress layer as well, and now we can start drawing the tights. Since sheer tights fit closely to the legs, I'm just going to trace along the leg shape. Once the outline is done, just drag and drop the color inside the tie shape. Now, I'll show you 2 simple ways to create the sheer ties effect. For the first method, I'm going to use the eraser tool. First, I'll duplicate the tights layer so the original stays untouched. Then go to the eraser tool and choose the medium brush under airbrushing. I don't want to erase the tights completely, so I'm going to lower the opacity and make the brush a bit larger. When I lightly erase over the tights, it softens the color instead of removing it completely. This creates a natural transparent sheer effect. Now let me show you the second method. I'll duplicate the original tights layer again. This time, all you need to do is reduce the layer opacity. Around 40% works well. So you can create sheer tights either by using the eraser brush or simply lowering the layer opacity. Now let's add a polka dot pattern. Create a new layer above the tights and turn the outfit layer back on. This time I'm going to use a gel pen with a much larger brush size for the dots. I'll also turn on Drawing Assist again so the pattern stays symmetrical. Then simply place the dots randomly across the tights. And that's it! Now we have a pair of sheer polka dot tights. Next, I'll show you how to add a butterfly pattern using an instant pattern brush. First, hide the polka dot layer and create a new one. Now I'm switching to the Butterfly 1A brush from my Procreate Studio Vault. I'll start with the same black color and increase the brush size. I think the pattern looks a little too big, so I'm going to reduce the brush size a bit. Then I'll simply apply the pattern across the tights. Now here's a quick trick if you want to change the pattern color without redrawing it. Create a clipping marks layer above the pattern layer, then choose any color you want. I'm going to sample a color from this outfit. Now drag and drop the color onto the canvas, and instantly the color changes to match the outfit. So here's the original black version. And here's a new version using a color pulled from the outfit. Now let me show you one more example. So I'll hide the butterfly layer and try a star pattern from my Procreate pattern library. This time I'm using the Star 5C Multicolor brush. I'll reduce the brush size slightly and apply the pattern across the tights. That's how you can draw sheer tights and add patterns in Procreate. You can always draw the patterns by hand if you prefer, but if you want to save time, the pattern brushes I use here are part of my Procreate Studio Vault. It includes over 150 fashion design brushes. You can find the link in the description. If you'd like to see more tutorials using other brushes from my Procreate Fashion Studio Vault, just check out the video on screen.